You know what remind me of people that got like these self egos, right? And that can't do things off of self-conscious decision making, and they hang and stay around people that serves them no good and that drains them of their health physically and mentally, and they need another person for their crutch based off how these people just around them showed them when they was drinking and getting high with them and stuff, how much they don't like them or their family. And a lot of dudes go through this with their sisters, right? If, for example, quote unquote, and they still need that crush to come around me or be somewhere I'm at or near me to fuel they egos. This remind me, this starting to remind me of. This remind me of that Hebrew Israelite ass ego stroking, bro. Though what you saying to a person and what you showing to a person supposed to mean something, but it don't have to mean something to the other person. And this is why I keep saying, this remind me of how them Hebrews used to act. They'd go out there talking the talk, but you know the purpose for that was to fuel something on the inside, to stroke their ego. So this remind me of this old Hebrew Israelite mentality, ego syndrome going on out here. It's a girl, she want to keep showing me and coming where I'm at to show how much she'll do danger or harm to me based off things that don't mean anything to me, don't have nothing to do with me, right? This is why I say don't have nothing to do with me. The people you around, the people you this conscious decision and your own choice to deal with was your own decision. Why you go out here to try to stroke your ego and get a little shock value, which that shock value begins to die off eventually. For example, what gave you a shock value doing the same thing out of ill intent toward me or a person? Why would that person allow you to keep doing that? And what I'm saying is a thing that ain't, oh, I'm just saying something that could happen. It already happened. So a lot of black people got a problem with that ego stroking thing because understanding the ego is something in your mind that you think is only in your imagination. Imagination only goes so far after a while. You cannot continue to ego stroke your problems because they're your problems and think you get something out of another person because you don't like that person, or you want to show how much you want to bring your guys around me or whatever, right? Out in public, I'm at home, my family, it's just total. It's totally some ignorant shit, bro. You want an ego stroke, but you forgetting when you ego stroke, you gotta remind yourself, you black. Why do you have to brainstorm an ego stroke about that so hard? Because it serves no purpose. That's why I say it reminds me of the Hebrew Israelite mentality and syndrome, because though they talking to and at somebody, though you may be doing what you're doing and it's supposed to be affecting me, but this is where the problem comes in, that you speaking from a point of view of for your own self internally, thoughts and mentality and your inner ego. But at the end of the day, guess what? Your ego is only your imagination. And with that being known, it's not something that's factual. It's not something that's, it's something that's your fact. It's something that's your truth. So this is why I got a problem with the Hebrew Israelite ego stroking mentality that a lot of you black motherfuckers got, that's try to come at me or try to prove your little point in how much you want to put up this fake facade or this fake representation around the guys you around. that you get high with, you drink with, you live in the same household, to the point you let everything they done wrong to you, you make that be a pass. You make these things that was once wrong all right. And now you doing yourself a more deeper whole harm to yourself, physically, emotionally, energetically. Now you just doing yourself, cause once you try to make these things acceptable that they doing to you wrong, that they insinuating to you when y'all getting high together and they talking amongst you, guess what makes it serve no purpose. And when you make these wrongs that right, you try to make these wrong things they done to you right, that we don't see behind closed doors, guess what they do? They dig a deeper hole for you. You know why? This why. Because if they do the same thing over again, and they do the same thing over again, that's why it makes a worser harm to your physically, your health, your physical health, your emotional health. So you can't cause anything over here that's outside of me to make my problem, or make for you to say, oh, it's my fault, or I'm your blame. You can continue to do the blame game all you want, but at the end of the day, that's your personal problem. That's your personal problem. You have no right to try to come in my life and exercise those demons on me. That's your own fucking demons. You have no right. You wrong for that. You out of order. You out of line. You out of tune with that. You doing yourself a bigger harm to your own emotional feelings. Not just your emotions, but your feelings. Your happiness, your sadness. You doing a harm, deeper harm, when you try to make those people around you and the things they've done to you and showing you acceptable for wrong for right. When they do the same thing again to you and nobody's there to help you out, because you already said fuck the help. And the person that was helping you said they not finna continue to be a hand to you no more, because guess why? Guess why? Though I might be able to help you out or be your sidekick hero, but when you don't take heed, when you the horse I'm trying to lead to the water to drink, and you don't drink, and you don't take in what I'm telling you, now you become an agent for those people that want to do me harm and you harm. So now a person can't help you. Now a person can't help you. Now a person can't be your superhero. Now a person can't be a person that you need to depend on, because you didn't take heed and this person tried to tell you, oh, they'll be there to help you. But when they told you they couldn't help you no more because you wouldn't stop dealing with them people, now nobody can't be there for you when you burn by yourself, getting high with them dudes, getting drunk, and they ain't seen how much they don't like your family and you. Guess who chose to make that poor self-decision and conscious in their decision making? You did, girl. You did that shit to yourself, girl. You can't create no other reason why a person a punk now, a person a bitch now, a person a pussy punk now, or scary. None of those things have anything to do with it at that point. When a person out here living dangerous and they not living highly for themselves, and a person like me living highly for myself versus those dudes living dangerous out there, we living two opposite lives here. Me jumping into that puddle right there, that crowd, is gonna do me harm because I have no business in that crowd. And that's what it's about. It becomes a point I have nothing to do with that, because that is not how my life is. The moment you decide and wake up and you make that self-conscious decision making for yourself, and you say I want to live highly instead of getting high and drunk around people that serves a harm to my health and could be a possible danger to my life, whenever you can do that and understand those are two different lifestyles right there, then you will be able to get back in tune with people that's like me. And you will stop looking at them people like they bitches, they pussies, they scary. You can't deal with people that's living a dangerous and destructive life and expect people that's not living like that to have something to do with that. That is not how that go at all. That's not how that go at all. People that's not living low like that, can't participate in that because those are two different things. Why you can't see those things? Because you steady being, you participating. Energy don't lie. You see there's two different type of people living two different type of lives. You see these people out here living this type of life, living bad, living messed up out here. You see people out here living hot lives. You can see that simply alone. That right there should be your own God alone. That should be your own spirit God alone. It don't take being a certain lifestyle. It don't take a certain diet. It don't take none of that to see that people's energy are different. You can look at another person and tell they living low. They living a drug-full life. They living a dangerous life. They want to do drugs. They want to steal cars and they want to kill people. They want to tote guns. And you can see another person's energy and tell this person is taking care of their body. They work out. They put the right fuel in their body. They go to sleep. They meditate. They do them type of things. That's not hard for nobody to see and distinguish the difference between right and wrong. You can no longer call another person that tried to be a help to you and told you why they couldn't help. You can't call that person a punk, scary, a bitch. You can't call them none of that because you choose to continue to participate with them people. You know what, it'd be stupid? Like, I can't be stupid and say, oh, I'm going to try to save you now and you still going to be with them or you still going to be in acceptance of the wrongs they do to you and try to make them right. And you dig a deeper hole for yourself. And what I mean by you dig a deeper hole for yourself is when they do the same thing over and over to you again. Behind closed doors where nobody can save you. And now they become a danger to you when you try to get out there. But nobody can be a danger to you at all. Because people threaten me every day for living right every day. I'm living right. I'm living conscious right. And people threaten my life over that. Because their life is not on that level. Has nothing to do with them trying to call me a punk, pussy, or a bitch, or none of that. This person is simply mad at me because I don't participate in the likeness things that they do. And I go through that. Now, if that's what you want to think in your mind, go ahead. Gladly, I'm glad for you. Because guess what? It ain't me, it's you. That's your problem. You got to get over. That's a problem that you got to deal with. You want to be around dudes that's a female by yourself, around the room with 4 or 5 dudes getting high to the point they want to get sexual with you is another thing. Hey, that's your own decision making right there. Nobody told you. Your parents didn't tell you this. Your aunties, uncles didn't tell you this. They can't make you part. Nobody can make you do nothing. Nobody can make you participate around people. These things that you want to participate in only got you participating in them. Why? Because of the tangible items. And you know what those tangible items make it? An attachment. So now you suffering for what we call suffering from having all these petty, what you so-called call petty attachments. And now these petty attachments has become problems to you. Now you want to cry. You want somebody to power to. Now you want to feel sad. Only way out of that right there is everything I just explained. If you don't get what I just said in this video, hey, go ahead and keep being blind. Go ahead and keep closing up the real knowledge, and you're going to be your own problem. Because them people around you not only going to be a problem to you at a certain point, because now it's going to be your problem and your harm health, so you'll help yourself. Because you didn't want to get out. You don't want to let that shit go. You don't want to stop being around them because you attached to what a person could give you money, could give you a house, could give you a roof over your head. Fuck all that in my world. If a person is becoming a problem to my health physically and emotionally, you only get so many times to get that shit off. You fucked me over one time, you showed me and insinuating through body language, and I don't even do drugs, that we high together and you show me something about that you can be a threat to my family. Guess what I'm doing? I'm out instantly right then and there. It ain't gonna take me, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I'm gone. So the fact that you can't do that, you need to think it over to yourself. Look at your life, look at life around you. Look at the people and the energy, and look at people that's living this way versus the people that's living the way that you want to participate in. And when you do that, take a step back in your own life, and now you get that space to decide. Nobody can do nothing to you. Nobody can make you do nothing anyway. So if you can't do that right there, I guess you're going to be stuck forever then. And you're going to continue to look at people like me as this problem that you want to make out of me. I'm no longer the problem. I'm no longer this person that once tried to help you out and lead and be your spirit guide as your, you know what I'm saying, as somebody that you know. How could you possibly try to look at me like any other thing? I just, it's not that I don't get it. It's just, I can't believe it. Like, why are you doing that? That's all I can think to myself. When I think that, I'm gone. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna go back to my regular life. Drinking smoothies. What else? Eating my greens. Taking care of my body. Working out. Things I can do more than this deteriorate my health. Higher vibrational frequency things. You don't get any past the exercise your demons over here because you got this false imagination you want to create and call me out of my name and I'm these things to you now. It's almost like when Kanye West said, you gonna show me. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kanye West said that in this song. Like, that shit crazy, bro. Like, that shit is just crazy. This kind of shit, if I take the time out to really continue to think over, like I gotta say in the video, like if I continue to think about a person that don't want to accept help after you lended a hand out there, the way you can lend your hand out there, only other thing I can do is take a step back from you. Or else if I do, I'm gonna be losing. I'm gonna be a harm to my own health because I'm thinking so much about a person, what they doing to you. I can't do nothing for you because you're not doing the things that's laid out for me to help you and you help me. For me to help you help yourself after I help you help me be able to use my help to help you. You know what I'm saying? So that just is what that is, man. I mean, it's nothing else to it. You only harm to your own self and health when you don't take heed to the things that God set forth already. And you continue to want to be in acceptance of the things that's actually a harm to your health. That just is what it is. That's all I got to say on this video. I mean, like, that just is what it is. Like, if you don't let that shit go, eventually, hey, the next 2 decades, which is 10 years, I guess that's what you're going to be under. You're going to be under that Van Allen belt of those type of people. Meanwhile, everybody that's taking credit is going to be moved on to something different and better. Let's just say the next 5 years, if you still want to be like that towards me, guess what? That'll be 5 years wasted. Because by the time 5 years have come, what else are you going to be able to use against me in any facet to say I'm your blame? Nothing. All that is you did is going to be a waste of time. Everything bad you had to say about me, showed me and done, it's going to be a complete waste of time. Because you still haven't got out of your own rut and problem. You still dug a hole for yourself. You ain't got out yet. You have poor self-conscious decisions in your choice of in making a choice. So next 5 years, which is half a decade, because 10 years make a decade, you will have wasted your time thinking ill about me when I tried to be help to you. And you still looked at me like I was your problem. And that would be 5 years wasted trying to show me, because you want to show this nigga, you want to show that boy how much, you know, I'm going to get him back for trying to be right. Trying to show you discipline, trying to show you tough love and discipline, because you just didn't take heed. You will waste your 5 years of your life on marijuana with a group of people. It ain't because you just on drugs and marijuana, it's because the people around you became a harm to you. And now that you accept it and try to make it right, now you became a harm to yourself. Emotionally. Feelings, your feelings have become drained because you did it to yourself at that particular time and point. And at this point, you did it to yourself now. So you are your own problem. Whenever you go to see a person is a problem to your health or harm to your emotions and feelings, and you try to make those wrong rights, and you stay around that, now you become the harm to your own health and your own emotions. Because now you just the hot potato being passed around, and now you just now have become a rag doll, usable and unusable by these group of people you around. Because you wanted to accept their wrongs for right. Because you was caught up about trying to throw this bad energy toward me. Now that'll be another 10 years wasting your own life, doing nothing productive. Meanwhile, I done got me a job at that point. I done got me a wife at that point. I done got my own car. I done got my own house. I done got my own entrepreneurship business going. And you wasted your life on drugs that you could have made yourself and planted yourself as well, which is marijuana. So you wasting your own time trying to hate me for no reason. And as Nas said, you can hate me all you want to. You can hate me now. Let me bring that part up. You know. So about the next 5 years, I had my own job within them 5 years, my own bank account going, my own bank account back going. What else? My own financial stability, my own house, wife, car, children. All that, man, going for myself. Meanwhile, you could have just said no to them people. That serves you no good. Hell, you made kids by them and they still harm you. You need me for your power trip to make that something. And you got your own baby daddy and this man want me to be his power trip for you and his kids. That shit is crazy, man. But man, that's all I wanted to say, man. Like, you are your own person that gotta make your decision for yourself. Nobody's the reason why. Nobody's the punk you want to make them. Nobody's the bitch because they not helping you, is what it seemed like. No, you push these people away that served you good energy, served you good. Like, it's so many things I could have showed people and showed you, and you solely like closed me off based off one reason and one thing. You try to make me this one thing. Now you just missed out on free intel that I could have showed you about the world, and that was your fault. I could have showed you things that were made, things that were made that make sense in the world. But no, you didn't want that. You wanted what you wanted. And those things you wanted was a harm to your emotions and your feelings. Those things was a harm to your health. The people was a harm to how you feel, to how your emotions, all that. And they say females are the big emotional beings. So you need to learn the difference there. And no, nobody's finna take the bait and be what you want them to be. Nobody's finna stay stuck because that's what you want them to be stuck at for your mind and your ideologies and thoughts and your beliefs. No. Because you want a person to serve a certain role for you. Nobody's finna play those roles for you. It's better things people got to do than waste their time trying to be this person you want to always show your bad rationality and get irrational, erratic with. Nobody's finna serve and play them roles for you. It's not finna happen. Nobody I know finna stop their life. If I can live better, why would I live worse? You feel what I'm saying? If I don't have to deal with getting in any class out with nobody, why would I participate in getting any class out? It's 2025 here. Come on, man. Just think about that shit, bro. Like, people need to think about that shit.